Hi, I'm Amanda Edwards, and I'm a mystic. On this channel, I share with you my experience of incorporating spirituality into everyday life. And today, I feel really compelled to make this video because of current events going on around our country, especially, and around the world. It's a little bit unusual for some people to hear a combination of spirituality and politics in one place from one voice. But it's something that I was raised. I happened to grow up in a church where the priest from the pulpit would say that every good Christian should have a Bible in one hand and the newspaper in the other. For some people, they would really rather keep spirituality or religion separate from politics. I am not going to get into a partisan conversation here. I'm going to get into what is going on in our country and the missing aspect of our sacred selves. So many of the headlines these days are full of violence, discord, absolute nasty behavior between people who barely know each other. People are able to throw accusations and names and threats at each other on the internet. And then it seems to be translating onto the streets and into our schools. And the level of anxiety that Americans are living with is beyond anything I would ever have imagined. Our country is supposed to be one of the most privileged places to live in the world. So, as a spiritual person who works with others to help them tune into their best higher self nature and to know themselves to be part of a divine universe, I feel very driven to speak today. While I mentioned my religious background, this topic is not about bringing religion to America. I feel like the confusion over that topic is one of our big problems in how many battles we get into with each other about who believes what and who's right and who's wrong. What I care most about is that each individual find a connection to the sacred. We don't talk enough, we hardly talk at all about what is held sacred in America. We've gotten to a place where all we can think of as a collective of something we hold sacred is a sports team or a celebrity or material goods that we can all rally around wanting more of. One of the first and simplest ways to connect with what's sacred about life that we all share in common is our connection to nature. The more we have gathered in big cities and lost our connection to nature and our reliance on a day-to-day basis on the natural cycles of the planet, the less we are in tune with the sacred quality of the earth that we live on. We don't treat our resources as sacred. We treat them as commodities to be used, accumulated, hoarded, wasted, and everyone has access of some kind to nature, whether it is looking out a window at the sky, connecting to a bird in a tree, a pet in your household, a recognition of the changing seasons every year. That connection and awareness of the natural resources that we rely on and that are always connected to all of us is a primary way for everyone to connect with the sacred quality of life. Another way to recognize the sacred quality of life is through ceremonies and rituals. These can look like just about anything. They usually have a component of coming together with other people. In the trend of fewer and fewer people participating in any kind of organized religion, which I'm not here to advocate for more of that, but what has been missing is the practice of community gathering. We collectively have fewer and fewer ceremonies that we hold sacred, whether it's welcoming a newborn baby into the community or helping young people move into the next stage of their adulthood with initiation rites like a bar mitzvah or a confirmation. We also tend to hold marriage as something to celebrate with a big party and a lot of presents, and we forget about the sacred quality of uniting with another person's life and the need for a community to support that. Each step along the way of life, ceremony and ritual helps us honor and hold up the different transitions that we go through together. And it helps us recognize in each other a shared experience. If you stop to look at your calendar year, and if there is no experience of ceremony or ritual in that, you're really missing a beautiful connection to the sacred quality of life's rhythms. Finally, the third way I recommend you think about connecting to what is sacred in your life is through symbols. Symbolism is happening in every moment that you're living without you necessarily stopping to notice it. We use symbols in the way we talk to each other, in how we tell stories, through metaphors and analogies. You can think about symbols in our commerce when we look at logos and know exactly what the meaning behind like a little small apple on a screen means. We look at other people as symbols for what we revere. It's important to think about whether we're misplacing that reverence in a symbol that doesn't really deserve it. So I encourage you to look around your world and think about symbols that mean something to you. It could also be a family heirloom that you treasure, even a ratty old t-shirt that used to belong to your dad and you've kept it for years because it's a symbol of something sacred to you and your family. Symbolism has a strong emotional pull that connects us to each other, and it helps us interpret our lives with deeper meaning. And that really is what we're getting at when we talk about what is sacred about living. Connecting to the deeper meaning behind our everyday not only helps combat things like violence between us, it not only helps us understand others as fellow human beings that hold things sacred that we might not know about or understand, but it also connects us to our own personal power. When you feel the world is sacred, you are naturally connecting to your own divine nature. That reverence for yourself leads to better decisions, better connections with other people who also will revere you back. It helps you want to keep your body healthier, less reliance on medications or other intoxicants that might make us feel better in a moment. When you feel your body is sacred, you're careful about what you put in it. When you feel your life and your being here is important and sacred, you strive to do more. I hope that this video has helped you think about what is divine and what is sacred in everyday life, and to feel that it is not only the realm of organized religion, but the realm of humanity, that all of us as human beings have a tie to that divinity. It's in you, and I hope to be here to help you access it. If you'd like to hear more, please do subscribe to my channel. I post videos every week, and if you give this one a thumbs up, it will help me grow my presence here on YouTube. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day.